Okay, here's a look at Mechanic Studios MS-07 Red Sentinel. So here's just a quick look at the figure, and you may be wondering why I got this figure, which I will explain in a minute. But first, as always, let's go over the box. So here is the front of the package with the stolen artwork there. Back of the box, you get this Codolith drawing of the black version of the Sideswipe. The side of the box, you get the other figures that come in this same box. And the other side, some more stolen artwork by Dreamwave there. Top of the box, if you could see the silhouette of Red Alert, because he has the cannon on his right shoulder. And on the bottom, you could see which one it is. It's checked off on 07, so that's Red Alert. 05, that's Sideswipe, and 5B is the black version of the Sideswipe. So that's a look at the package. And then the instructions, which this is kind of funny, but let's see, they're using the same instructions that comes with their Sideswipe version. So I guess this is a good way to save cost, just like they did with the box. But yeah, nothing special about this. Doesn't have any numbers, but you could see the other Sideswipe. So that's a look at the instructions. And now the figure. So here's a close-up look at this figure. And so real quick, the reason why I got this figure, in short, is because I wanted to have him next to his buddy here. So this is a whole nother collection of mine that I guess I'm collecting, but this is what I call my selective Legends collection, because I'm not going to have all of the characters like one day I will hopefully have with Magic Square and New Age. And I may do a video of it, because this is actually where it all started, with the Mech Planet Hot Soldiers, Optimus Prime, and Mech Planet Hot Soldiers Ratchet, and Ironhide, the Mech Fans Toys Trailbreaker, and those Dinobots, which I really like. These are not cartoon accurate, but these are pretty nice figures. They're not as good as Magic Square and New Age, but this is a part of my collection. And like I said, I'll probably do another video of these. But this video is about this right here, the Mechanic Studios version of Red Alert. So you could see this does look nice, and I had a hard time deciding if I wanted to get it. So here's my reasoning why I finally decided to get it, because you know, this actually looks a little bit more cartoon accurate than the Magic Square version. So here's a look at Magic Square's version, and first of all, you could see that the Mechanic Studios, or Mech Fans Toys, whatever you want to call it, is obviously a little bit bigger. But what I was telling you, more cartoon accuracy, one is the gun. He should have a red gun, not this black gun with like some red detail on it. And let's see, the other is the vehicle mode, which is the biggest difference, because in the vehicle mode, this one, it doesn't have that black triangle, so it is more cartoon accurate. But also the shape and proportion in the vehicle mode is much more accurate to the vehicle, the Lamborghini. Because with Magic Square, like I was telling you, first of all, they have that black triangle, which is more like off the toy design. But the bigger issue is the proportion on this is just way too long, like it's been pulled and stretched out. So you'll see that later in the alt mode. But that's a couple of the differences. And then just little nitpicky things. I mean, it seems like Magic Square was going a little bit more for like a fusion of cartoon and toy. And McFans Toys or Mechanics Studios, they were trying to go a little bit more cartoon accurate. And one of the other issues is like the lower leg. The same with the side swipe. The tires should not be so high up close to the knee. It should be lower, like right here. So I do like that. And even little nitpicky things like you could see his forearm, which I didn't transform correctly here. The red stripe should be more towards the front and not on the back like on Magic Square. But Magic Square does have some nice things about it that I do like, such as the gray color, which is more cartoon accurate than the black here, and also the tires on the shoulder, which this one doesn't have. So, you know, this is another one of those figures that just goes back and forth. But yeah, there's obviously some differences, and there are reasons why I like this one and don't like this one, why I like this one and don't like this one. But anyways, and I also want to point out, this is not a KO. This is totally a different transformation design, and I actually think that this was designed better than this one, because this one by Mechanics Studios, it's fewer parts, and you don't have to mess with so many pieces and struggle to, well, don't have to struggle as much as this one to get things to go in. Magic Square, like a lot of their other figures, like people are recognizing, it's complicated with so many parts. And this one in particular, trying to get things to go in is a little difficult because I don't think it was designed very well. So that's kind of like a major difference. But if you're aware of it and you know how to transform it, it's not really a big deal, because I don't think this is like a mainline retail figure where you're going to transform it back and forth. But anyways, that's a look at the figure. It's a really nice looking figure. And again, the reason why I got it was because he looks really, really nice with next to his buddy here, Inferno. So now let's just transform this into his vehicle mode and take a look at that. Okay, here he is in his alt mode, and you can see this looks really, really nice. And like I said, proportionately, this is done much better. This looks more like the Lamborghini shape that it should be. And with Magic Square, like I was telling you, the proportions off. It's just too elongated. That's not really accurate. So the proportions off on Magic Square. And you can even see it just by looking at the windows. I mean, those two stripes there. Look at how long that is. I mean, it's just off. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I actually like this version better. But also, obviously, because this is more cartoon accurate, it doesn't have that black triangle. Here it does. Unfortunately, I wish they would have painted the windows gray to be more cartoon accurate. And also, you know, the white, I wish they would have used the off-white that Magic Square used. So again, this is another one of those comparisons where it's just going back and forth. But for the most part, this one is proportioned much better, and this one is a little bit more accurate. So that's a look at him in vehicle mode. Okay, so my final thoughts on this figure by Mechanic Studios. Their MS-07 Red Sentinel. First, I'll just say, this is a really nice looking figure. There are some aspects to this which makes this a little bit more cartoon accurate than the Magic Square, but it is a little bit taller than the Magic Square, so this does not fit in with your Magic Square collection. And this is not a KO of the Magic Square version. This is totally their own design, which I actually think is actually designed much better. Unfortunately, because of the type of plastic that they use, this harder one becomes a little harder to manipulate. And the only thing that's not so good about the way they designed it is they didn't really give any heel spurs back there, so he tends to topple over. But other than that, I went over all of the little details and stuff, the white color. Just overall, I do like it, and he does fit in perfectly with Mech Fans Toys Inferno. So these two guys look great, and that's why I got it. And like I said before, he goes in with my other collection, which I call the Selective Legends collection. So yeah, I will be making a video of these guys and sharing my thoughts on that. That's Magic Square, he doesn't belong there. But anyways, that's my final thoughts, and you can get this if you want, like off of eBay, if you really want, but I don't think there's a real need for it. But for me, it just kind of adds to my collection, and I'm happy with it, especially with these two guys. They look really great together. So that's my final thoughts. It's a nice figure, not perfect, but I think it's a really nice figure to have.
There's always a fire somewhere. I'll knock out the fire. Can spare the rest of the trees, Red Alert. This fire's all but out. That's not what my sensors say. Decepticons!